Welcome, everybody. It is Crypto Moose, and it's time to get loose. Mitchell Bouchard, your crypto and NFT investor. We are going to go over Bitcoin in this video. I believe it's going to be titled, Bitcoin is set to explode. Absolutely true. So right now we are March 2nd of 2024, and are we going to hit 100,000? That's a real question. A lot of people are waiting for that. So we're going to get into a little bit of the macro perspective. So we're going to zoom out, look at Bitcoin. If you guys do get something out of this, if you can so kindly, please smash a like button, also subscribe, and comment down below. The more you comment down below, the more questions you ask, the more you can get out of this channel. That is for sure. So let's check out Bitcoin's price, and we'll get into some of the reasons why I think we can get there. I think we're going to get to 100 grand before we know it. So let's just get into the price. So we're at 61,970. By the time you're watching this video, it could be much higher, could be a little bit lower. I do not know. The point is, for the past day, today, we've been going just up, down, up, down, up, down. On the week, we're up, but we're really at these crossroads here. So, Bitcoin tends to kind of trade sideways for a while. It's the big mover in the market. So before Cardano goes up, before Solana really rips, Bitcoin's going to be the one that moves the market. So typically, I know we talk about it a lot, it's going to be Bitcoin pumping, then you're going to have Ethereum pump, and then the rest of the alts. And some memes just take off. So that will be a separate video. So, shout out to, Flonk and Floki and Sneck. So definitely cool. So Bitcoin, let's call it 62 grand USD. What are the reasons for this? So first off, Bitcoin is, the dominance is 52%. So 52% of the dollars put into crypto, it's put into Bitcoin. Bitcoin, in terms of market cap, accounts for what is it, 1.2 trillion, and the entire crypto market is what, 2.34 trillion? So half the market is Bitcoin. That's why we focus on it a lot as well. So the Bitcoin halving, 49 days away. Let's get into this. Roughly, April 2024. So March, April. Guys, next month, okay? The Bitcoin halving. I think it's April 17th, something like that. So it's an estimate. So when miners mine for Bitcoin, instead of earning the usual 6.25 Bitcoin, it's going to be like 3.12. Then it will be 1.7. Then, 0 point something. You're not even going to get 1 Bitcoin for mining a block as a reward. So that's what incentivizes miners. So with that in mind, remember that Bitcoin, it's just very scarce. And on top of that, I even took some notes. I did a little bit of Moose research. That means that the Moose actually went through some articles. It costs, what I've heard, do not quote me on this, I guess it costs roughly 49,000 USD to mine 1 Bitcoin in terms of electricity cost. So that's what it costs for a Bitcoin. So if it costs more to mine it, then the price typically will go down. So the price is going up because Bitcoin is that scarce. It's that valuable. And I have a couple of other resources to share with you. So that's the halving. The next one is the fact that we have a spot ETF. So an ETF, it's an exchange traded fund. Maybe we could even look at a definition with ChatGPT or something. So what is an ETF? Basically, it's a way in which a business or an institution, or what do you call it? Like an asset holding company, they can pick up Bitcoin, and instead of them, giving you Bitcoin, you would get like a share of Bitcoin. You get an ETF, an exchange traded fund. It's a tool so that, for example, let's say you have $1 billion in real estate. You're not going to be able to share that real estate. Instead, you hold the real estate, you create shares of what you own, and that would be like a REIT, right? A real estate investment trust. So an ETF, an exchange traded fund, is a type of investment fund that is also an exchange traded product. It is traded on stock exchanges ETFs own financial assets such as stocks, bonds, currencies, debts, future contracts, crypto, or commodities such as gold bars. So an ETF, just like I said, in the case of Blackrock, this is what I want to get into because it's very interesting. We finally have ETFs available. So one of the largest asset holding companies is Blackrock, and they have the iShares Bitcoin Trust. Now, what's interesting is I took a look at this. Where was the number? Here we go. The key facts. New asset fund. So this is a new ETF, right? So you can pick this up in your, whatever it'd be, like Canada, your 401k, TFSA. In the US, it'd be like an IRA. Your as of March 1st, so as of yesterday for me, you're watching this video later. So March 1st, 2024, they now have 10 billion, over 10 billion worth of Bitcoin in net assets of fund. So if you take a look over here, net assets reflect the positions of the prior day in accordance with the accounting book of record. So BlackRock owns 10 billion of this stuff. That's one of the ETFs. So really interesting. That's a lot of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's tough to get. I've heard rumors that people are having a hard time picking this stuff up. So if you take a look here, Bitcoin, and then they have USD Cash. So if you buy a share of this, you'd own Bitcoin and I guess a little bit of USD Cash. Yeah, but there's tons of this stuff. And it's just really interesting. So I think this is a monster thing. And we're going to see this number continue to go up, in my opinion. So that's kind of Bitcoin. That's where we're at with it. What else did I want to get into here? So that's a big reason. Just that alone, I think just the fact that BlackRock, a big company like that, they've been buying, they own like, how much do they have in assets? I'm going to look it up. But like, you have Vanguard, you have BlackRock, they're buying up all these assets. Let me look. And now they're picking up Bitcoin. Like Larry Fink, yeah, I think they have over 10 trillion. So they have 9.1 trillion USD in assets, and that was by Q3 of 2023. So that's ticker symbol BlackRock. I actually went through the audiobook. It was pretty good. With not Larry Fink, but Stephen A. Schwartz. That was pretty interesting. So comment down below. Do you agree with those kind of ideas? I have a couple more. Bitcoin actually has crossed 62,000 as we're doing this. So again, number one, the halving. Okay, and this all ties in together. So I wrote down in notes, the halving, we're in that cycle. Because typically, if you look at the rainbow chart for Bitcoin, this rainbow chart's interesting actually. Rainbow chart, Bitcoin. Let's see this. There's this chart that has been tracking Bitcoin, when to buy, when to sell, and it's pretty damn accurate. So if you look at this, you've got this chart, and let's go through it. So typically, if you zoom out, the first halving, when the halving happens, typically Bitcoin goes up, then it crashes like a year or two later. So again, halving, this was the second one. Bitcoin went at the halving in the second halving. It went from roughly $600, and then it went to 20 grand. And I remember that, and then it crashed. So 2016 ran up to 2018. So 2 years later, hit an all-time high, crashed down. The third halving, 2020, that's like the COVID halving. Bitcoin was at 4,000, ran up to 68,000. And that was a year later. Then it kind of stayed there, went back down. And now we are approaching the fourth halving. Massive opportunity. Guys, nothing in this video should be taken as financial advice, but look at this. Like, this chart's sweet. It gives you an idea. History doesn't mimic, it rhymes, right? But right now we're going up before the halving, and I think that's normal. Anything can happen. Could we see a little pullback? For sure. But I think, just looking at this too, what I would be looking at is what is Bitcoin going to be around here? And that's roughly a year after. So 2025, on the high end, we could see 350. A great time to sell would probably be 200,000 if we even get there. I'd be looking at a $150,000 to $200,000 Bitcoin, probably selling. I would estimate there's a lot of factors, but I think Bitcoin could get to like 200 grand by like December, January, maybe January 2025. This time 2025, maybe a little bit later, probably see a $250,000 Bitcoin. And alts will just be high. Alts will be crushing. Kopi's going to be doing well. So comment down below if you agree with some of that. Really, we got ETF inflows. Really, what I'm looking at is summer. That's what this video is based on, right? It's like, are we going to go to 100,000? When will that be? I think 100,000 is going to be by like summer. Like right after the halving, I think we're just going to continue to go up. Like, I think we're going to, like, we might go down for a little bit. You know, maybe we get to like, I don't know, maybe we get down to like 50 grand. But then after that, we're going to get to 100 grand by summer, maybe September. So that's my thoughts. That's really what makes sense to me. Just be ready for it all. If you guys want, guys, check out my NFTs. I got the Loose Moose NFT. If you guys have not picked one up, please, guys, protect your crypto. Pick up a Trezor. You can save up to 25% off using the links in my link tree. Pick up a Tangem. I'm going to throw it up. Tangem is really nice. You can hold this in your wallet. Do I have my wallet? Yep. I got another one in my wallet. So these, you can get the 2 set or the 3 set. Use code MOOSE. So this is a Tangem. All you do is you grab your phone, scan it, and sign transactions with your password. So guys, check out the link tree. Using that link tree link, you can save up to 25% off. We also have online courses and social media links are in there. If you guys are looking to come on the channel, if you have a project you want to share, and more, I'm open to it. So with that being said, the moose is loose. Comment down below, what is your Bitcoin price prediction? And we'll see you in the next one.